One is New India and India's Decade, right? And this basically says one thing, that the way the global economy is going, India is positioned in a very strong place where we are doing better than other countries, and that makes us an investment destination for multiple industries and an investment destination for technology to be included in multiple aspects of how we live over the next 10-15 years. And that is only going to be a growth driver for all of us. And that's where I want to come back to what Lenovo is now going to do overall in India and how retail has a role to play in it. So this is a bit about our worldwide story. Now Lenovo, as you know, is the world's #1 PC company. We are the market leader for the last few years. We are Fortune 500, 171 rank, and rank is growing. We are a $70 billion company now worldwide, and in the last 2-3 years we've added about $10 billion in revenue across the world. We're present in more than 160 countries. We're a truly global company now with growth ambitions across not just PC but other areas, and that is where the next part of our journey will be along with PC. So we are the world's #1 PC company, but we are much more now. And these three aspects that you see, we have three different verticals. PC is now one of them, devices is one of them, there is solutions, there is services. So the whole ambition and strategy is to provide consumers an opportunity to experience our products from the pocket to the cloud, and also layer solutions and services on top of that. So we don't want to remain just a hardware vendor. About 30 to 40% of our revenues are now coming from solutions, services, and other aspects. It's not just PC alone. And that presents opportunity for all our partners. Right? Why will this translate into growth for India? Lenovo, as you know, is obviously the world's #1 PC company. We are very strong in China, very strong in multiple other geographies. India as an economy, as it grows, as the market grows, it is amongst the top 5 countries in the Lenovo scheme of things for further growth. Across PC plus all other aspects. We've got Moto here in a big way, we've got solution services in a big way. A lot of global back-end capability centers are being now brought in here for marketing, for advanced service delivery. So India as a geography continues to be among the top 5 focus markets for Lenovo. And it's going to be very, very critical for Lenovo to grow globally, for India market to grow across segments. In India, and we are not a listed company in India, so we don't formally share numbers. But just to give you an idea, within this room, the India organization across the entire spectrum is more than a $2 billion organization now, which is almost 16,000-17,000 crores. So we are not a small player here. We are here to stay. Very few MNCs also have the kind of revenue that we have now. Right? So combined, and the ambitions are very, very large beyond this. So we've seen the fact that India is a very important market for Lenovo. Within that, the consumer business, which I represent today for all of you, is in a solid position in terms of rank and the vintage and the network of partners that we've built. In the last 2 years of COVID and 1 year before, we've now made progress on multiple aspects. First is we've grown revenue from pre-COVID to now. Second is we've built 2-3 new business lines which multiple partners of ours are doing, which is visuals, accessories. We're now selling services to consumers, which basically gives all of us the opportunity to bring in recurring revenue. The buzzword in the shareholder parlance today is not just one-time revenue, it's recurring revenue, right? Shareholders love a company which gives recurring revenue, not once. So that's why services, and the other importance of that is consumers who take PC plus solutions plus accessories actually have stickiness for the brand, and they tend to come back to the same brand because they are engaged with the brand in a much more deeper manner. So selling services is going to be be a larger and larger focus on top of the hardware we sell, which makes margins for us, margins for you, and keeps the consumer happy. Right? The other part is we moved from number 3 rank to now number 2 rank in the country, and we want to ensure that our path to leadership in line with our ambitions continues to be on a solid track. Gaming is another big area which is growing. You will see more and more focus on our region is a very strong sub-brand with a lot of community following, and you will see our investments coming in. The number there in between, which is 10K plus, right? Now we have all the top retailers here. But retail for the consumer is small retail to the largest retail store. Our presence now, along with having very solid 540 brand stores, we have presence in 10,000 plus retail in the country. So for us, there is a special place in our heart for all our brand stores, but there are 10,000 small retail stores of various sizes where our enablement, people, products, offers continue to reach directly to ensure that they get their business in a very smooth manner. Now let me come to retail, which is really the topic of this presentation, right? And I want to talk about, for the next 3-4 slides, about our retail vision, which has started more than 4-5 years back. And I think many of you are part of that growth story, right? It's not us driving it, it is all of us driving it together. But I can take the opportunity to explain the vision, is the way I see it. So there are 3 pillars to the retail vision that Lenovo's had over the last 4-5 years. First is building in physical infrastructure. Because as we were maybe in 2017 odd, right, we realized that the market is premiumizing. Consumers are wanting more and more premium products. At that time, the premium mix was about maybe what, 20%? 20%. And that time the realization was that if more and more premium consumers come into stores and wanting to buy Lenovo without having a great retail experience, you don't stand a chance to convince the consumer, right? We had about 160 odd stores at that time, right? Something like that. And we have now expanded almost 350 more stores in the last 3.5 years. 50% of those are owned by partners who have multiple stores with us. That is a fact that makes me personally very proud, because that is an indicator of the fact that partners do see long-term value in us by investing more and more stores of Lenovo. And there are many old and new partners here. We have Deepak, who has 70 stores with us, right? I think a network of that extent doesn't exist in the Lenovo world outside India, in India also. And there are many other respected partners who have 10, 12, 15 stores with us now, right? So that gives us confidence that there is something right that we've done in the last 4-5 years. The second aspect of retail vision has been, you can build physical infrastructure with speed, but if you don't manage experience well for the consumer who walks in and put in systems, then that consumer is going to be dissatisfied and walk away instead of just giving you credit for having a store, right? So it's not enough to have speed on expansion, on network building in retail. It is quality that is far more important. So that's been our second pillar over the last 4-5 years, where we've said all the components of retail experience, which is from display to look and feel to people quality, ये सारी चीज़ें एक साथ चलनी चाहिए. अगर ये नहीं चलेंगी, एक भी नहीं चलेगी, तो कंज्यूमर का एक्सपीरियंस ठीक नहीं रहता है. सो हमने काफ़ी सारे टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करके we have done a lot of things first in the industry to ensure there is a system. Simple thing like display. अगर आप 5-7 साल पहले जाओ तो मशीन्स बंद रहती थी स्टोर्स में, राइट? ऑल ब्लैक स्क्रीन्स. कंज्यूमर आए तो पता नहीं कि डिस्प्ले क्या होगा. फिर पार्टनर को या सेल्स पर्सन को कंज्यूमर पूछता था कि हमें डेमो दिखाओ. फिर मशीन ऑन होती थी, फिर वीडियो दिखता था, राइट? वी डिडंट नो कि डिस्प्ले क्या हो रहा है, कौन से कंट्री में, कौन से स्टेट में, कौन से स्टोर में, कौन सा मशीन डिस्प्ले पे है. सो वी डेवलप्ड अ सॉफ्टवेयर कॉल्ड हार्ट बीट, जो कि आज सारे स्टोर्स में है हमारे, एंड थ्रू दैट सिस्टम वी नो कि हाउ मेनी मशीन्स ऑफ Lenovo are on display, for which series, how many are live and which is missing. So for example, अगर कोई एक लीजन का मशीन मिसिंग है कोई एक स्टोर में, तो हमें पता चलता है आज सिस्टम के थ्रू, और एक मेल चला जाता है पार्टनर को और हमारे सेल्स पर्सन को कि ये मशीन ऑन होना चाहिए, right? So what happens is when a consumer walks into a store, he sees one standard display of Lenovo machines, and every store in the country has the same planogram. So standardization across 540 stores which are spread across 200 plus cities is possible through one system called Heartbeat, which we have developed in-house, and that offers an advantage for retailers to develop experience. This is just one example. So first pillar is physical infrastructure, second pillar is digital infrastructure, right? अभी क्या हो रहा है in the last 1 to 2 years, especially after COVID, कंज्यूमर का जो परचेज जर्नी है वो ना तो फिजिकल है ना तो डिजिटल है. दे वांट अ कॉम्बिनेशन. कि कंज्यूमर्स वांट द बेस्ट ऑफ बोथ वर्ल्ड्स, कि आई वांट टू मे बी गो ऑनलाइन एंड रिसर्च, देन कम टू द स्टोर एंड एक्सपीरियंस, देन सी प्राइस अगेन इन द स्टोर, go to another store and come back to the store and buy. So it depends on what I really want. So consumers want the best of both worlds, which is the convenience that research online offers, कि मैं जहाँ भी हूँ वहाँ से मैं research कर सकता हूँ, but the personalization of the store has become very important. So the combination of physical and digital, which now the word is phygital, right? That's the third pillar of our retail vision. And here I'll talk about the omni-channel model that we've launched. So let me come to the first part. I covered this. You can go through the numbers, but we have a very strong infrastructure of about 525 plus stores across 220 cities. That gives us about 20 to 25% of our sales. So 1 out of every 4 consumer buys from a brand store. So for us, brand stores are a very, very solid foundation of our current position and future success. The other part of retail is we have about 1200 to 1300 promoters inside all the top stores, including exclusive plus multi-brand, where they are the ambassadors of a brand to provide the best experience for consumers when they come into the store. And you can see the 2 lines. That shows just the LES trend. I can't reveal actual numbers, but these 2 trends are continuously going up, which is, one is the overall volume, second is premium volume. Because LES का role consumers के लिए है, one is provide the best experience, second is cater to the premium consumer. और दोनों चीज़ें grow कर रही है faster than the market. That's the 5-year story of our LES engine, physical infrastructure. Secondly, as I said, experience ज़रूरी होता है. आप अगर ये left to right देखेंगे ये chart, right from the time कि consumer research करता है या करती है, have to be gender neutral, to the time that the consumer buys, at each stage of the consumer journey we have a technology driven system, manual नहीं है. The first thing example is our LMS and LFN. If a consumer is researching and he sees a Facebook ad about say Lenovo or a store near me, or if you type that and you click on the ad, basis your location, the nearest 3 stores get your name and other details, and those 3 brand stores then get the opportunity to call the consumer before any other person or store discovers that this person is interested in buying a PC. So there is early visibility to a brand store, even to a consumer who is doing online research. That is the advantage of this, and this is now not a new system. This is getting used for years now. This is an established system. Other brands have also started doing it. It's helping the overall industry, right? Second example is Heartbeat. Consumer अगर आया store में, so there is a standard display and a planogram that is automated. We have a planogram automation tool, which, one sec, the slides are a little funny. We have a planogram automation tool again developed in-house, which allows us to frame the planogram for every store, and when I click a button, the entire communication of that planogram goes to the partner, the promoter, our team in the same fashion, which ensures that across the country, wherever the consumer goes, assuming consumers go across cities, they don't, but within Delhi or within Lucknow they go, they see a standard experience of the brand, right? So that's the tool we use. I spoke about Heartbeat, and I'll come to OMO after this, right? Now this is something which we are really proud of. This is the industry's first omni-channel model in the PC industry. In Lenovo across 160 countries, this is the first omni-channel model that has been funded straight from the corporate CEO's office, right? It's a 2-year project. We started in January last year. I remember us having this conversation when I was here last. In January, we got our first order. Okay? Now we've got 12,000 orders. 12,000 orders delivered within 7 hours. This is the fastest delivery time that brand stores can offer in the country ahead of any other RTM. Whether it's the top 2 e-tail players, the top 2 LFRs, the power of the brand store comes through here, right? And what is this? This is a combination of the brand's engine, which is Lenovo.com, and the network of stores that we have.